Hello, and welcome to the most recent news, which is updated every day with a happy farewell. Here, we publish the incredibly terrible news concerning renowned artists. Lee Roth, David Lee Roth, is a well-known American musician, singer, songwriter, and actor. He is most known for serving as the band's main vocalist and helping Van Halen to become one of the most successful rock bands of all time. David Lee Roth was born on October 10, 1954, in Bloomington, Indiana. He was reared mostly in Pasadena, California, from an early age in a middle-class Jewish family. Rush had a strong passion for music and performance, and he started out learning the piano before turning to singing. His musical inspirations were wide-ranging and electric, and he was particularly influenced by genres like rock and roll. Blues Elvis Presley and Ray Charles were among his earliest musical influences in jazz and classical music. These varied musical influences, such as Jimi Hendrix and Frank Sinatra, would subsequently influence his individual style and approach to rock music in the early 1970s. Van Halen was originally created by David Lee Roth as a group named Mammoth, which included Raph on lead vocals, Eddie Van Halen on guitar, Alex Van Halen on drums, and Michael Anthony on bass. Van Halen rapidly became well known for their exuberant live performances. The album featured legendary songs like Running with the Devil and Explosion. We highlighted Eddie Van Halen's virtual guitar skills. In 1978, Van Halen released their eponymous first album, which gained tremendous financial success and pushed the band into the public. David Lee Roth's captivating stage presence and entrancing vocal range contributed to the band's sales during the following 10 years. Van Halen put out a number of popular albums, including Van Halen Tour in 1979 and Women and Children First in 1980, both of which were published in 1984. Many lead songs from this album, including Jump Hopper Teacher and Panama, helped Van Halen's theaters become one of the most well-liked rock bands of the 1980s. Eddie Van Halen's innovative guitar playing, the band's upbeat rock anthems, and Roth's flamboyant showmanship combined in 1985 to create a formula that was successful and connected with audiences everywhere. After David Lee Roth left Van Halen to pursue a solo career, he released the popular cover versions of classic songs like California Girls and Only the Gigolo on his debut solo album, Crazy from the Heat. Rust's versatility as a vocalist and his capacity to reimagine well-known songs with his own distinctive style were both on full display in the album I Ain't Got Nobody. Roth recorded a number of solo albums during the 1980s and 1990s, including Edom and Smile in 1986, Skyscraper in 1988, and In Your Dirty Little Mouse, 1994. Outside Van Halen's sound, these albums gave him the freedom to experiment with other musical genres. He incorporated aspects of hot rock, pop, blues, and even experimental genres, displaying his creative development and range outside of his solo career. David Lee Roth is a musician who has dabbled in acting and appeared in movies like Crazy from the Heat and The Sopranos. He has also hosted his own radio show, The Roth Show, where he shared stories, interviewed guests, and played music. However, David Lee Roth struggles with substance abuse, especially during the peak of Van Halen's fame. David Lee Roth announced his retirement from performing in early 2022, citing health concerns. He revealed his decision to retire due to issues with his vocal cords that required medical attention. Roth's party-hard lifestyle and larger-than-life persona frequently overshadowed his musical talents and contributed to tensions within the band in recent years. David Lee Roth announced his retirement, which saddened many of his fans who had enjoyed his energetic and captivating stage presence for decades. His unique style and larger-than-life persona had made him an iconic figure in rock music, and his absence from this stage marked the end of an era. Throughout the course of his remarkable career, Roth led a bohemian life that reflected the rebellious spirit of Roe. Due to his tumor-testing lifestyle, Roth had major surgery to remove a kidney last year. He also had to fight to overcome a brief addiction to morphine, which had been prescribed to treat severe pain. Despite these obstacles, Roth continued to inspire audiences with his incredible talent and commitment to his craft. However, it is with heavy hearts that we remember the passing of this legendary artist on June 29, 2023, in a California hospital. Roth had a fun night out with his pals, who talked for hours into the early hours of the morning without realizing it would be their last gathering together. An esophageal gel hemorrhage was listed as his official cause of death, but a close friend said that his body had practically stopped functioning. Beyond his well-documented health issues, Roth faced other unique challenges in his life. He was born with a fight in his right hand, but he overcame these obstacles to become a talented pianist and share his musical genius with the world. His perseverance and passion for music allowed him to get past his physical limitations and leave a lasting impression on the industry. The influence of David Lee Roth on rock music is evident. His extravagant outfits, acrobatic performances, and magnetic stage presence left a lasting impression on the genre. He made important contributions to songwriting and shaped Van Halen's sound in addition to his function as a vocalist. Roth's theatrical and energizing live performance style established the path for succeeding generations of rock musicians. His impact can be observed in the stage presence of performers like Astra Rose. Among others, Vince Neil and Sebastian Bach. Furthermore, Roth's ability to engage listeners through his hugely accessible and personal lyrics resonated with fans all over the world. Songs like Panama and sounds like Chump Hot for Teacher are still cherished anthems that sum up the spirit of rock music. Thanks for watching my video.